Good morning, Futures Trader Elite here on Friday, 8/15/25. We are going to break some things down. Pull up the 1 hour chart, or this is the 4 hour chart, is what this is set at right now. Couple things to look at. This is that 4 hour trend line. It would look the same on the daily right now because of this drive to the bullish side we've been on with NQ. You see this 1 hour candle. This here closed just below that line. Then this one, we need to see if this retakes this line right here. This chart don't look that bad at all. But what you want to watch for on the major time frame as far as structure breaking will be these swing highs need to be broken. So if we put in a bearish 1 hour candle over here and we can get below this box, which is at the bottom side is 792 or 794. If we can break below that box and keep driving down, we're going to break this swing high over here, which will be a structure break, and then just below it we got this one here. And every time we break one of these to the downside could add significant sell pressure on NQ. And seasonality, we're coming up into the late part of the month, so we could see some more downside coming. It would not be unusual. If we break some of this, these zone boxes are in on the higher time frame chart, so 50% fib is at 421. If it starts breaking structure, what we're going to have to pay attention to is that the 50% fib will catch it and bounce it back up, or the 61.8. That's all I really want to look at on the higher time frame. Right now it still looks good, but we can change this over to the 1 hour real quick. You'll see it looks a whole lot like the other one. Trend line's still there. You can still see the same structure breaks on the 1 hour. This over here, if it gets below this box, and then each one of these, each time it takes one out, there'll be more and more sell pressure. Although it just don't look like that's what we are going to be doing anytime soon, but that could happen at any moment. It could happen today. We could get a big pullback and it could break all this structure at the top side. We're at 885. We all know how much NQ can move, so don't be surprised of any kind of pullback, especially it being Friday. Okay, let's get rid of this chart and bring up lower time frame. I have to clean this one up a little bit. I got this set on the 5 right now. That is a 1 hour trend line on the 5 minute. I'm going to take this, readjust it. Thought I was. I don't even know where. Readjust that to right here for now. See if this can reclaim that trend line. If not, we only had, I think, around 100 points of movement overnight. Not a real big deal. You can see I've had that break and retest line on there since the other day, and it's acted pretty good spot in the chart from where we broke back here, went short, come up, keeps trying to stay in this box here. And so what I would be looking for, this don't look real good. You know, this is building a bear flag, so do they want to break this to the downside or take it up? On the this being on the 5-minute chart, yeah, that don't look real good. That's you know, say that this flag breaks down and we take out that low from yesterday right there is around 792. I would definitely be looking at this zone box right here, which bottom of this box here is 782. This one is about 700 at the top, 670 at the bottom, around that area. If we got to get through this previous high, this was a previous all-time high, this yellow line. We break through that in this box, we very well could be seeing this box, and there's another yellow line at that box, which was at 671, which must have been a daily high maybe, or a previous all-time high. I can't remember. I should have marked them. But I think with the way the market's looking in the seasonality, I would be thinking more on the bear side than the bull side. So first attack the yellow line, which if it does come down here, probably first touch will be a bounce, but it could just be 5, 10, 15 point quick scalp. Like comes down here, hits it, pops up, and then drops to this zone box, and then first touch here, possibly midway, since that's where this wick that was right down here. You might think, well, if it does make it down here, maybe I'll put my orders around the center of the box, you know, 795 or so, instead of at the top. For initial bounce, could bounce out of there back up, come on down, and then just, you know, stair step down. And as it stair steps down, you need to watch for structure break. And I trade on the 1 minute, but I also have this 5-minute chart pulled up on another screen that I watch. And then I do watch the 1, 2, and 5-minute in trading view with the other indicators on there. The something to watch for right here is this stepping down all day on the bearish side. But if it does, you got to find a place where do I think they'll stop it and retrace maybe. Maybe to put in a V or anything else. You'd have to be looking in this zone box right here or this one right here. Not sure which one it'll be, but it's worth watching. And then you got to think if you're going to be on the bullish side, that we're going to have to reclaim this 1 hour line, and we're going to have to reclaim this box for sure, which is at 955 or so. We got to reclaim this and then push above this zone box. If we could stay above 955 in this trend line, I would stay on the bullish side, but it would be a lot more bullish if we could get across 24. Then we could try to aim for that all-time high right there, and if we can break that, we could keep on pushing. The measured move is 238, 24,238, something like that. That's what I would be looking at on the bullish side. While you're looking at that, though, you need to be looking for not only these zones and key take profit areas, but right now you see it's trading around this golden pivot point and it's below it. Step one will be get above that pivot, stay above it. That'll put it above the trend line, grind up, and then you need to watch for structure breaks on the way up. If we can get up here, we need to break, this 955 to 965. That'll be a structure break on all this 5. We got all this confluence of price right here. That'll be a structure break, but we still have these here to take out. And this one got all up here, but I think if we were strong enough to break here, we aim for the top of this box. We break the structure right in this area, aim for this right here, resistance area, stay above it, and then we can aim for that. And so our range could be from where we're at now all the way to the downside, or we could try to attack this up here, this all-time high, but that might be as far as we get, and then we get a rejection. I will try to look at the higher time frame RSI. It's something else that I look at that can determine quite more than what people would think if you know what you're looking for. So I really need to dig back into that and look at the RSI, especially now that we keep putting in these all-time highs this late in the year. We could be, depending on what the RSI is saying, there could be a pretty good pullback. So we'll switch this down to the 1 minute real quick. I don't really want to pull any fibs yet because we only had 100 points of movement overnight. It's just not, it don't look real good right now, but everything can change. It's pretty early in pre-market, so I had to wait and see if it tries to make any moves before the market even opens, or if we can get back up here and try to make things look a little more bullish. Right now it's bearish on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, very bearish. It's building a big bearish flag on the 5 minute. It's a little longer than I like. Usually if they was going to try to take it up from there or invert it, they would have done it by now, especially on the 5 minute, but it's early. Things are different pre-market and overnight session than what you'll typically get in the New York session. So we just have to wait and see. Bull and Ox did extend their sale 83% off until right now, August 27th. You can use code FTE at checkout and you'll get that 83%, and I would appreciate the support. I locked in payout yesterday with Bull and Ox, and I should be getting that on Wednesday. I was trying to lock in a payout on Tradeify, but I didn't quite make it, so it might be next week before I can on one of them Tradeifys. But the A plus setups, they make a huge difference than just trading intraday and trying to catch more than 5 and 10 points at a time. A lot of them A plus setups, you can catch way more than 5 or 10 points, but you need to always be ready to scalp in case it's going to go against you or have a tight stop. That way you don't lose on an A plus setup in case something crazy happens, because sometimes it might go your way 5, 10, 15 points real fast, and then the very next minute go against you. So you got to be ready to get out, but you also got to know when to try to sit on your hands and let it play out a little longer. I held a trade yesterday in a short longer than I usually do yesterday morning, but I've been really trying to learn to hold some of these trades longer so that I can maximize my profit. And it seems to be what you got to do off A plus setups. But I caught the top of this box right here, and I didn't get a recording. I thought I was done for the day. I had quit recording. I was doing some content for YouTube, and while I was messing with that, I was watching this, and I caught this up here in this box. I had set some orders starting like right down in this area somewhere, and I had stacked 3 and then bought 2 more. I had 5 total. I started scaling out, and I ended up selling my last one down here in this candle right here. scaled out all through this area. I was moving my stop down as this was moving down. Number plays that we look for, I got to hand it to these zone boxes. The zone box was there, and so it was worth the play, especially the break and retest line that's been here, and it broke it and went up in a zone box. But you can tell sometimes by the momentum whether they still got enough juice left, and using some indicators, you can spot some other familiar things going on in the chart. So for more, if you like this content and want to keep seeing more of it, or keep seeing the NQ Premarket Prep, let me know. Leave me some comments. Let me know if these are trades that you would take. If you have any questions, just give me a shout. Hit me up in Discord DM if you have me in there. If you want the Future Trader Blueprint, you can go to Gumroad and get that. It's one of my strategies that breaks down some of the things I look at with one of my strategies. Currently working on a 2.0 version. It's going to be way more in depth. It's going to go over more strategies that I use for A+ setups, plus how I do mark up my charts and how I do my zone boxes. Those aren't not an indicator. You have to learn to look for those and where to mark them, and a bunch more things and are going to be in the 2.0, plus a worksheet packet. That way, if you want something printable that you can have at your desk, and while you're getting ready for the day, you can mark out what A+ setups you're going to go for and have it all wrote down. There's going to be like 4 or 5 different sheets, journal sheets and all that. You should always try to keep track of your data yourself, your trades and everything, because being able to look back can make a big difference. Just a lot of things coming in store, but you can get the FTE bundle kit, elite bundle kit on Gumroad, or you can get the Future Trader Blueprint on Gumroad, and then also on PayHip. Right now, you can get the Future Trader Blueprint off of there. I've had some great feedback from some people on the things that they've already got. It's laid out really, really well, really simple. Just one real simple strategy that I use, and almost hits where you can almost get at least one trade a day or better off of that one strategy. And if you wait for the right one, whether it's long or short, you got a lot better chances of taking a win instead of fighting the market on trying to scalp or do anything else, in and out all day. So if you guys are interested in that, head over there and have a look. Any of my links are tied to the YouTube channel. If you want to use my code at Bullinox, you don't have to use my link. You can just go to Bullinox and use my coupon code FTE, or the link is in my YouTube channel, and the links to all the other material are in the YouTube channel. I may or may not. I've been thinking about doing a free link to the Discord for 72 hours to let people join and invite whoever they want to come to the Discord. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, but if I do that, there will only be certain channels on there that are opened up to people that came in for free, because there will be channels set for the FTE bundle kit and the Future Trader Blueprint and all that for people that have purchased that have questions, and there will be other links inside them channels for certain things involved with that, so people won't be able to have access to that. So that's going to determine if I do put out a free link, I might have to go in there and switch some things around, lock some channels up for make them private to only certain people. But you might keep your eye out on that, and give me some feedback on that. If y'all think y'all want to come to the Discord and want a free link put out there for 72 hours or something, I may do that, but it depends on the feedback. If I have enough people asking for it, then I may make that happen. That's all I got for today on NQ Premarket Prep. I wish everybody good luck today. Have a good Friday to end the week, and I will hopefully be doing a recap maybe later. I don't know if I'll be trading today. I got some other things I need to tend to, but if I can make it back, I may get on. And if I do and take trades, I'll do a recap. If I do not get the trade today, I will see you guys on pre-market prep Monday morning next week. Everyone have a good day.